What is going on, people? How you guys doing? Absolutely excited to be here on this call. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday to every single person. We are starting this call about 5 or 6 minutes late. In fact, actually 10 minutes delay on the call. But the good news is that we are almost packed. This call is 920 people. There are still more people coming in. Let's pack this out, guys. Let's take it to 1,000 people because that is the maximum capacity on our English call. Now, just to give you guys quick some information, we do have some more calls lined up for the Relic launch. We do have a Spanish call, which is at 1 p.m. Eastern for the Spanish market. We're expecting more than 3,000 plus people to be connected onto this call. So if you do have Spanish team, please go ahead and let them know about this call happening at 1 p.m. Eastern. And the information we'll post on the English channel as well, so that you guys can send it out to your English-speaking team. Also, we do have a French call as well. That's happening tomorrow at 8 p.m. local time, the European local time, for the French call. So excited for that as well. If you're a French team, make sure you get them connected. For more information, you can find it on the English channel, because if that's the channel you're connected from, then you'll find more of the information on that. Now, guys, we're super pumped up to be able to launch the very first crypto strategy app that we've been really excited for. And I have here with me none other than the visionary who's behind this application. And he's been working extremely hard with the team, coming up with the entire concept. But most importantly, he is someone able to see what is needed for the people. He's always thinking for the people. How can he bring in more convenience? How can he bring in better experience for you guys to be able to enter the financial market and able to potentially be profitable? But most importantly, how can new people come in and have great experience in getting into the financial market? So his constant goal is to not just build a platform, but come up with the entire concept, the strategy, the details that you see on the application. He goes day in, day out, night in, night out, thinking about the details, and that's what's providing you guys experience. So I'm super pumped up that he's here on the call here with us. Let's drop a quick number 5 on the chat to show appreciation and welcome none other than our Chief Technology Officer and the co-founder of B to explain to you guys what Relic application is all about and how it's going to serve you guys to help you go to the next level in the cryptocurrency market. So Ehsaan, welcome to this call, and I'm really excited for you to explain to every single person about this application. Also, in the end, we'll share with you guys what is the first moving advantage everybody who's going to get this app by the end of this call.
First of all, thank you for having me, and it's great to be here front of a lot of you guys coming on this call. So thank you, everyone.
We'll have almost 1,000 people on the call right now.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So first thing, guys, if you look at some of the existing services that we are currently offering, such as Shift, Titan, all these applications, a lot of them have, providing almost a common services, right? And part of the reason being, such as foreign exchange market, whether it's stock, indices, all these markets are here for quite some times, right? So for us, we don't need to make such a drastic change in terms of how those markets working. These markets already working, people are benefiting from it. We're just making it more convenient for people to access those services, right? When it comes to Relic, as we know, cryptocurrency as an industry hasn't been that long. And we still know many government bodies like SEC, they are currently still sort of investigating, trying to find a way to bring more legitimacy to this industry. So for us, in order for us to just create an application like Shift, like Titan, we could do that. We could have done a while ago. However, we understand the cryptocurrency market, as much as there's a lot of hype going on, equally it comes with a lot of responsibility, it comes with a lot of risk. So therefore, we wanted to create something slightly more intuitive, but also something that everybody can have access to. But at the same time, there are 4 issues that we need to solve. One of them being is trust, transparency, and convenience, right? And finally, there's something called big data, which I'll speak about at the end. As we know, blockchain as an industry itself, the technology itself, is a trustless technology. It doesn't require sort of so much trust from various authorities. We understand, we already trust the technology. However, how we utilize those services, whether you're buying Bitcoin or that you're selling Ethereum, in terms of the information that you're receiving, how trustworthy this kind of information is. For example, exchange like Binance, Bittrex, and so on. We know they are all centralized exchanges. They are not necessarily, you can't really call them as a blockchain technology itself. They are just still a provider, right? So the question is, how do we go about going to those exchanges and trusting our funds, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on and so forth? So this is what I'm going to speak about, how Relic can really help people on a global scale. So if you can go to the next slide. So one of the things that we've been working for almost last 6 months is what we call a artificial intelligent crypto market snapshot, okay? So when you see this feature, the first thing you'll notice that is kind of, it is going to scan the entire cryptocurrency market on day-to-day basis, and it's going to provide you some key insight information. The first thing that you'll notice there is a brief overview of the most actively traded cryptocurrency in the market. So we're going to automatically scan over 300 plus exchanges, and we're going to see what the most actively.
The visual is not clear. They can't see the screens. I mean, we can't really see the actual screen, but please continue while we get this moving.
Right. So the first thing that you'll notice here is that what we're showing here is the most actively cryptocurrency assets in the market, right? Because you want to get into a market that has more liquidity, right? Versus going to a market where there's completely less liquidity. So we kind of rank the cryptocurrencies in an organized fashion, and you were able to see some key information such as, the other basic information. You can see the market cap, the price, and so on. However, we included, if you can see the pink bar there, there's a green bar, and there's a pink bar, and there's a red bar, right? Here we are showing some information that is very critical for people who really want to understand in terms of how much of the volume that currently circulated on all those exchanges are really authentic, right? How much of the Bitcoin volume that we see that really, how much of that is manipulative and how much is actually a transparent volume, right? So we're able to gather those information and show it to you, because when you understand the power of this tool, you are able to leverage it on your own. You're able to see, okay, within this time frame, how much of that volume being manipulated at this stage. Other information you will see, we have an algorithm that we've been working on quite some time, and it is able to sort of predict within next 1 week or 2 weeks where the cryptocurrency price will be. So when I say cryptocurrency, I'm talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the top 100 cryptocurrencies that you see on the coin market cap. It will give you an information in terms of if the price is currently, let's just say $57,000 on Bitcoin, in 7 days time, you'll show something like, okay, the price may drop to 48,000, or it may go up to 60,000. Now, of course, this is for information purpose only. It's not guaranteed that all those prediction will be correct, right? So this is something for entertainment purpose, but at the same time also for education purpose. And you can, as you see how this algorithm works, you'll be able to see on a week-to-week basis. And of course, it requires for you to do your own research, for you to make such decision if you do want to go into a market and, let's say, go buy Ethereum because it says it's going to go up by 10%. The other information our system is able to do is it is able to filter some of the cryptocurrencies that we believe going out of the exchange, right? So sometimes you probably heard of a great cryptocurrency, someone told you, and you went there and you bought a lot of them. However, they may be going out of the exchange and what we consider them as dead coins, right? So we're able to show certain information there that was very helpful for people to make a wise decision in terms of the cryptocurrency they should really enter and the one they shouldn't enter, right? Now, other than other features, which I'm going to show you on my phone shortly, the second part that we want to speak about is whenever you're receiving a trade idea from individuals, from professional Relic educators, or if there's a way for you to sort of, instead of just copying and pasting the trade, if you're able to somehow just link your exchange account and just through one tap, the trade gets triggered or executed on your exchange, right? So this is something that we have been working on and is currently in the testing phase. And so the first thing you see is very simple for you to sort of add an exchange to your phone. The first screen shows we are currently connected to over 300 exchanges to bring in terms of the prices, right? All the real-time prices that you'll be able to see on the app. And the second one is we are connected to top 10 exchanges that you can connect directly. So if you already have an exchange with, for example, Binance account, you can go to your Binance exchange and then create something called API. And once you create the API key, you just simply paste it here and it connects to your exchange account. So again, the question is what really that can do for you, which I explained earlier. That through a simple push, simple press on the app, you will push the trade directly to your respective exchange. So you can do it two ways. You can copy it, paste it, or you can just connect to your exchange and it's integrated seamlessly. So as you can see, something called Relic Push, which I explained earlier to you. There's a button you can see that says push. When you tap on that, it's going to show the exchange that you're connected to, and you can just simply push the trade.
Guys, if you do have any questions and stuff like that, definitely we will take on some questions. So just put your questions there, and if there's any questions that I see relevant, I'll definitely ask Ehsaan. But yeah, continue.
Okay. We are also adding another feature called strategies, and with strategies, essentially it's a very advanced feature. I can't really go into too much details until the version is live on the App Store. But in a nutshell, what the strategy is that we will provide you some of the advanced trading parameters, right? And you can create a strategy and then add it on your phone, add it on your app, and then you can link it to a specific exchange. So whenever you're pushing the trade, you can select that strategy. And essentially that strategy is going to sort of manage your trade ideas, right? So question is, once I push the trade to the exchange, what happens next, right? How do I continue to monitor and so on and so forth? Well, those strategies are able to help you just do that. And you'll also able to see in terms of the performance of the strategies that you have created, how they are working out for you. Again, like I said, lot of the features, just for disclaimer purposes. And once we're going to launch, you'll see all the, because we want to be compliant in terms of in all the countries. So we are not sort of, just so that everybody's clear, is that we are not taking anyone's funds. We are not managing your account. You already have an account with your respective exchange on your local country.
And neither we're referring you any specific exchange either.
Exactly. So the Relic is just simply facilitating the trade for you, right? The trade ideas. You are still essentially, owner of your account.
Yeah, I mean, you still do what you do. It's just we're bringing in more convenience for you in what you already do. And that's what Relic is basically is about. And no, we're not doing automation. We're not doing automatic trading or any of those kind. I know there's a lot of companies out there, they do this kind of things. But from our side, we definitely will not touch something that anyways indicates as a security in the United States or any other country. So from our side, our simple goal is to help you with education and provide you tool that brings you convenience.
Yeah, some of the features are not displayed here on this slide. So on my phone, I'm just going to share my screen quickly and show you in terms of what you will get if you download the application right now. So there are two versions of application. The second version will be launching during end of April, and the first version that's already live, which everyone can still go and utilize the application. So let me share my screen quickly.
Okay, so just to give you guys add clarity onto that. So the application is already live for you to download. You can start buying this app from tomorrow and start getting access to it. Also, for your note, there has been a free Telegram channel that we have had for over the last 3 months. There's around 7,000 free users on there. You will no longer going to be receiving any free strategies moving forward from Monday. So if whatever you have benefited, congratulations. I know that so many people have benefited from that. But as we move on and launching the Relic application, we're going to have the premium version of Relic available from Monday, as in tomorrow, right? So it's going to be available around 10 p.m., approximately 10 p.m. Dubai time. That's around 2 p.m. I believe that's around 2 p.m. Eastern. So 2 p.m. Eastern and at 10 p.m. Dubai time, the application is going to go live for you to purchase, but you can start downloading the app from now on. Now, also, he was mentioning there are two versions of the application he will go on to cover, but everyone that's going to be buying the application until the second version comes live, there is a huge advantage, there is a huge benefit, and that's the benefit that Ehsaan is going to talk about right now.
Right. So if you can see on the screen currently.
Yes, the pricing plan is live on the screen now. So we have $350 for the entry price for one time, and it's $19.95 a month. Okay. For the affiliates, for the independent brand influencers, for your note, if you were to make sales of this application, then you'd get 100 commissionable volume and 10 commissionable volume on the renewal. And now Ehsaan is going to speak about the API, and there is a cost on using the API and the reason why he will go on to explain.
Right. I wish it was free for the API, but due to the amount of resources that will be consumed, of course, in our infrastructure. I won't go into too much technical details, but when it comes to the API feature, it does require us to work on running many different servers to facilitate the whole connection and continuous stream of your trade ideas getting pushed to the exchange. So that requires a quite complex infrastructure to be managed. Also, I spoke about the strategies, right? Again, this requires to run very high level servers for it to process all this kind of information and data. Also, if you notice the AI snapshot, right? This is also a very complex feature that's going to come by default without the API. That's going to come there as a free for everyone to use this specific feature, and that will provide you tons of
you speak up
features.
they can't hear.
Right. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, they can hear, but just slow.
Okay. Okay. Great. It's my first time here, so I can't speak out too much loud. So, second part of the feature which I explained, and also there's something called risk management calculator, which I'm going to show you shortly when I share my screen.
So I wanted to cover something real quick, guys. So the Relic application is available for you on the Gold Prime. Okay, so if you have the subscription option, right? You have the Bronze, you have the Gold, and you have the Gold Prime. So if you upgrade to Gold Prime, yes, you do get the Relic application without having to pay add-on at $350 like everybody else, and without having to pay the extra $19.95 a month. So there's a huge benefit on upgrading to Gold Prime. So let me mention it one more time. If you upgrade to Gold Prime, here are the benefits. Number one, you don't need to pay the additional $350 for Relic and pay the additional $19.95 a month for Relic. Okay, so these are the two things that immediately gets void when you upgrade to Gold Prime. Second thing, okay, that's very important for you to know, is that when it comes to the API, and the additional cost for API, because it's completely optional, if you do take the API as the option, then there is a fee and it varies based on the usage of the API. There is a fixed amount that'll be charged to you monthly if you do choose it, but it all based on your usage, and you can decide the number of and how much you want to use the API. So now Ehsaan will go on to explain the rest.
So if can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So as you can see, the application, the experience is similar to some of the services that we have launched recently. But the first thing that you will see when you have the application is your trade ideas. You will able to see all the relevant information that you need. There's something called sentiment, as you can see, that is like a green bar. And essentially what that means is whenever the Relic educators are pushing or sending in trade ideas, they're just saying how confident they are with their idea, right? If that makes sense. So if someone is saying, okay, I'm 75% sure that this is a great idea for people to sort of take. So you essentially get to understand, how good a specific trade idea is, right? And also, as I mentioned to you, is that whenever a trade idea gets sent, you'll able to see which exchange this trade idea is for. So as you can see, it says GDAX on this particular one, and it is Coinbase, right? So if someone says, okay, this specific cryptocurrency is perfect for that exchange, essentially is meant for that, right? So we are connected to over 300 exchanges. So if you're from different parts of the world, where such as Coinbase, Binance, all the major players, if they are not available, you have the local exchanges where some of the trade can be sent and people can actually participate. There are other features, unfortunately it's not showing here right now, such as risk to reward ratio that you'll able to see on a particular trade. So you'll able to make instant decision in terms of how strong a particular trade is, or how profitable a trade is versus how risk a trade is, right? And then we have created a comprehensive calculator, right, to calculate your risk. Okay, for example, here I have BTC USDT, and let's just say my account balance is 5 BTC, and it's going to automatically convert your 5 BTC into a fiat currency. So when you're trading in exchanges, it's about how much someone is profiting in fiat currency, right? And then you can define how much of that percentage someone wants to risk on their specific exchange and so on. And then all you have to do is click on calculate, and it will just tell you what the potential gain and what the potential losses. So this is very useful for you to quickly sort of determine your
they can't hear you, Ehsaan. So I think you have to speak a
mic?
bit louder. No, leave it. You just have to speak a bit louder, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. So I was explaining earlier about the risk management calculator, right? So this is something that you guys can easily figure out. There are other features, like I said, the AI snapshot, which you will see on the next version that's coming for free. We have a lot of mastery education videos that we have added, blockchain courses, all those videos will be available for you.
And there will be new courses coming as well, guys.
Exactly.
All right, so there will be new courses in the digital currency based on. Look, there'll be constant new courses that will come out. Along with that, we have new educators coming on board that will be focusing and dedicated for the cryptocurrency market to making sure that you are always a step ahead. You always have updated information about the market, because we understand it's all about the information. This entire market is driven by the information. So if you can have information without you having to do constant research, well, we have the professional doing the research and they can share those information with you. Would you agree that's going to save you a lot lot of time, right? A lot of you guys don't have the kind of passion and dedication towards finding those information, but you all want to make money, right? but you're ready to get those information. So that's why we're going to have amazing people sharing those information with you guys, and they will be added onto the platform, onto the WOW platform. So when you do buy the Relic application, guys, you do get the live sessions included in that. You do get the community included in it, right? So everything to do with digital currency, it comes inside as like a package. It's not just the app itself alone.
And also you'll have access to leaderboard, where you're able to see transparent results of the Relic professionals. You're able to see the past trade history and things like that.
Right? Yeah, like you already have it on the shift right now, essentially like that. But along with that, I do want to mention, Ehsaan, that you did say that, by the way, so I was speaking to Ehsaan and I had to convince him on that for a while. And he was like, like, I was like, can we make it free for the first movers when it comes to the API, right? So this is what he said. He said, we can make it free, right? The whole, the API for 1 month, everyone that will buy the Relic application until the version 2 goes live with the API. So everyone who will buy the Relic application, you know the monthly cost, that cost can be vary from $30 to $100 of using the API based on your usage. It can be completely free for you for 1 month free of usage when you buy the Relic application between now and the second version goes live. But we're expecting the second version to go live in over the next 2 to 3 weeks at max.
Right, exactly. And other thing I also want to mention to everyone is that, these are some of the features that we have mentioned, but when it comes to the API, there will be some of the other new features that will be available, which, as I mentioned, I couldn't show you. And when it comes to the strategies, again, you will only able to see that and experience that once we launch it. So if we go into too much details, it will not make sense for you. Okay, that's perfect. I mean, that's pretty much it from my side.
Okay, perfect. All right, great, guys. So I want to answer a couple of questions. So Ehsaan, while you're here, I would love to ask you a couple of questions. So the first question, obviously, I have, actually, I'm going to answer that myself, this one. When it comes to the difference between buying add-on of Relic versus just upgrading to Gold Prime. So let me give you an example, right? So right now, let's assume you have a bronze subscription or you have a gold subscription, but I'm gonna do the example on a bronze subscription. So you have a bronze subscription right now where you pay $200 and you pay $149 a month if you're on the Learn subscription, or you pay $179 if you're on the NFX subscription plan, right? So now you say, I want to have access to crypto education. I want to have access to crypto strategies. Well, perfect. All you have to do is pay $350 and do it as an add-on and pay an extra $19.95 a month on top of what you're already paying. So you pay $149 plus $19.95 a month now for your Relic application, right? So total you'll be paying around $149, so approximately $170, right, a month. If you have Gold Prime, where you'd pay now $179 a month, but you don't have to pay the $350, right? So that's the difference. So, and along with that, when you are bronze, there are some limited services that you have. But when you upgrade to Gold Prime, you have access to a lot. You have access to NFX, you have access to Relic, you have access to Sense. Pretty much almost most of the application you have access to when you actually upgrade to Gold Prime. So go take a look at the list of Gold Prime. That includes Relic, that includes NFX. Normally, if you was to do add-on on each services, it turns out to be quite a bit monthly. So you can save, number one, monthly. Second, if you do add-on individually, it's gonna cost you way more than when you upgrade. I hope I've answered your question. Now, before you go, Ehsaan, I want to take the last minute before our Sunday Mastermind begins, by the way, guys, which is beginning in 5 minutes. Our Sunday Mastermind will begin. And it won't be for long, guys. The Sunday Mastermind will be only for 40 minutes today due to the times that we have. But Ehsaan, one question. I have a lot of people asking me about the scanner for the NFX. Is there potentially a scanner coming out soon? Because I believe we have some of the best educators and traders we have in the NFX market, and everybody's questioning, well, is there potentially a scanner that can come where allow people to trade more independently by themselves whenever they want?
That's a good question. Yeah. So at the moment, we're working on two different tools. One NFX, where you will able to see certain information on the chart. Just like when you participate in live sessions where educators sort of telling you what's the potential, buy, sell, etc. So there's one tool for that, and then we have another tool. It's like a game. It's like a simulation game, but it kind of replicates the real market, right? So you're able to sort of test your skills on that simulation tool. I don't have a visual example right now, so I can't really go into too much details, but yes, we are working on it. It will be launched very, very soon.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, guys. This is all we wanted to share with you guys for today on this call. Make sure tomorrow, first thing when the application comes, you either go buy the add-on or you upgrade. Remember, you have the advantage. If you already have a Gold Prime, congratulations, because you already have that advantage of when the Relic application goes live tomorrow. If you have a Gold Prime, you can just log in straight away with your details. If you don't have Gold Prime or you don't have add-on of Relic, then you need to get it to have access and have all the advantages that we spoke about. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, in about 5 minutes, we're going to begin our Sunday Mastermind. We have amazing trainers lined up and testimonials lined up. We can't wait for you guys to learn from them. We're going to take 5 minutes break. I'm going to come back live. Meanwhile, enjoy the music, and we'll see you guys in 5 minutes.